Good evening, everybody. I am DadBod. Tonight, I just wanted to touch base with you guys. How you feeling? Are you enjoying the collab so far? I know there's a ton of cool stuff that you can do in this. Lots of great exploring to do. Lots of great collectibles. We put a ton of work, as I'm sure you've heard me say over and over, just into this map. But do you think that we spent 8 months and just worked on gameplay? No. What I'd like to do now is go over probably one of the best kept secrets in the collab that we kept actually from almost everybody. Big shout out to Vex and Cruor, who were the first to find the solution, and also thank you guys for not spoiling the answer. As I'm recording this video right now, I am watching the Celeste Discord just go absolutely crazy trying to figure out where this is going, and I thought we would start here. But before we do, I kind of want to just keep it on this page, mainly because, first of all, this can serve as the first clue. So if you love searching for puzzles on your own, stop this video right now, go to this point, and just start searching. Because it is, and I promise it will be, an adventure. Absolute adventure. The amount of time that went into this, and shout out to Maildrop folder for putting all this together. They did an insane job. So if you like solving these things yourself, now is the time to stop the video. Go do it. If you want to see how far the rabbit hole goes, stay with me on this journey as we delve into probably one of the coolest secrets I've ever seen. Let's put the spoiler tags up now, because once you know the solution, it's really hard to unknow the solution. Now let's get started. So when the collab first came out, you may have noticed this, but as of the recent update, it looks a little bit different. And we can see, like, one, it just looks kind of creepy. But on the bottom, kind of gives us our first clue. And for those of you who did find it, that is, in fact, Morse code. So let's pop it into a Morse code translator and see what we come up with. Alright, so I am using the trusty morsecode.world, just an easy translator. So let's turn these dashes and dots into something. So we have dash dot dot dot, dash dash dash, dash dash dash, dash dot dash, dash dot dot dot, dash dot dash dot, dash dot dash. Ooh. And we get book back. I got it. Do you? So at the very beginning of all of this, when you load into the collab, one of the things that we see is a book. Ooh, did you see that? It's kind of hard to see just in, as you're selecting it. Let's dig into the game files and see what we can find. So to do this, we're going to have to extract the entire zip folder for the collab. And there are lots and lots and lots of files in here. Going on a little bit of an adventure. Alright, so in here to find that, we're going to load into the graphics folder, atlases, yes, GUI, areas, spring collab, and looks like we have prologue front and prologue back. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh. Purple, blue, red, white, yellow, blue, purple, white. I've got an idea. So if my thought is correct, the first place I really want to look is Chapter 1, Vanilla, Forsaken City. So it took a while kind of for me to think about this, but the last time I saw kind of those colors... Ooh, free berry, let's go. was in a situation like this. So we've got purple going left, yellow up left, white is going up, I believe, red is, yep, up right, and blue is down right. The book, as we can see on the screen here, we have purple, blue, red, white, yellow, blue, purple, white. Let's get back to the statue. Alright, if I'm reading this correctly, the code should play something like this. It should look like left, down right, up right, up left, down right, left, up. And nothing's happening. Well, okay. The way I was looking at the book, I was going from like the bottom to the top because it almost felt like reading left to right. Let's go from top to bottom and see what that gets us. So we'll just reverse the order. So it would be instead, all right, it would be up, left, down, right, up, left, up, right, down, right, left. Extract the zip. Find Jim BG, then open it as a TXT. Well, fortunately, we already unzipped the file. That's pretty awesome. Let's go check it out. All right, so there are over 5,000 files in this this pack. So we are going to just make it really easy and search Jim BG and see what we come up with. So now let's open this as .txt. So just as easy, we're going to txt, change it up. Interesting. Caesar Cipher in Dunkers XML. So I guess we know where we have to look next. Let's go, but first, what the hell is a Caesar Cipher? So a quick trip to Wikipedia can tell us all that we need to know. A Caesar Cipher is a real basic form of encryption, and it's only fitting for the very first step of this puzzle. So let's see what it's all about. So basically what it says here, each letter in the plain text is replaced by a letter some fixed number of positions down the alphabet. For example, with a left shift of 3, D would be replaced by A, E would become B, and so on. And we can kind of see some examples down here. Easy Google search if you want to know more about this. So let's dig in. We got to find Dunkers XML. So once again, we're just going to do a real quick search and see what populates. I see Dunkers bin. I see Dunkers map decals, which doesn't really have much to say. Although here in Dunkers folder, we do have a couple XMLs. It's got to be in here, right? All right, so we are, I guess, going to just take a look at some of these and see what we can come up with. Animated tiles. I don't really see anything that looks out of the ordinary. If we're looking for Caesar Cipher, we would expect to see just almost like just a mash of letters together. And there's not a lot going on in there. Could also be the case that it's a word. That would be really, really hard to do, is make a word that is a real word, but under the cipher changes to a different word. I'm not really seeing anything that jumps out here. Let's go to the last one and just see what we find. Also seeing a lot of 1s and 0s. I wonder if that translates to something into a Caesar cipher. That would be even crazier. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Custom tile sets. How to make animated tile sets. 1. Make static base. 2. Make animated add-on. 3. Place the files in the right spots. 4. Wait. No, that's wrong. 5. Something about an XML. 6. It's broken again. 7. I think we found it. 8 is profit. All right, let's dig in. So I think we have the code. I mean, that would make sense, right? So let's copy this. Now you could just go ahead and move all the letters over 1 space, 2 spaces, 3 spaces, 4 spaces, until you get it. There are a ton of different resources online that will help out with this. There's actually a decoder online that you can find very easily, so we're just going to pull this up really quick. And let's go ahead and, like I said, we copied our code into here. Well, let's just run the decoder and see what we come up with. +3 in transparency behind scribbly trees. I think I've got the next one. Let's go. So transparency in scribbly trees, the first thing that comes to mind is jots and scribbles. To remember where the heck that map is. Oh, this has got to be it. I think we need to dig into the actual, like, style grounds of this. Let's go check it out. I am not seeing anything, but let's see. If we remove the alpha, ha! Oh, binary in Canadians clouds. Damn, that's pretty cool. Next clue, let's go. So binary in Canadians cloud. Well, Canadian has a couple maps. I'm wondering, and maybe we should take a look at going into Canadians graphics folder. We see a couple different things in here. That's just like the city. See binary anywhere. I'm not seeing it there. Do you? Let's keep going. So I'm not really seeing anything in here. Let's go to Canadian's Grandmaster map and take a look. So this map itself actually has some like cloud tile set. Let's check out the tile set really quick. All right, so cloud. Okay, so I see 3 different clouds. I don't see any that specifically say Canadian. So let's open up Ahorn, look at that map, and see which one it uses. All right, so let's assume that, okay, so let's start from the top. We have some empty spots. So blank space, you would call blank space 0. The filled in space a 1. So we go 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. That converts to 9. I don't know that that's the right answer. Let's try some other things. And hopefully we don't have to go through and do all of that. So I have tried a ton of different things that I'm just going to leave out of this video. I'm starting to run out of ideas. However, the last thing I do want to try, bottom 2 look like they have some kind of order to them. Everything else that I've looked at is just pretty out in the open, but these last 2 tiles look like something. So we're going to decode this really quick and see what it gives us. I will be right back because it looks like there's going to be a lot. All right, so after all of that, we have 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. You get the picture. That took a while, and I messed it up a few times. So let's see what comes of this, finally. Something that's not just jumbled letters or symbols. Hex in Whale Decal. So we have our next clue. Let's finally move on. Actually, for you, it's been a couple minutes. For me, it's been like 45. All right, so we have our next clue, which is Hex in Whale Decal. So we are going back to our graphics folder. Gameplay, there is our decals. Oh, there are a lot of decals. So let's just do a search. It's probably be the easiest for whale. Hex in, okay, well, this is Whale Decal. So let's get this opened up. All right, so we have our Whale Decal, and nothing really stands out or is out of the ordinary. Let's mess with some of these channels here, and the trusty alpha channel. Yes, here we go. So hex value in the Whale decals. Let's get our color picker. All right, the first one that we have here, and let's take this down. So 20752E. I'm gonna copy that and put it in my text document. All right, next one is 6E752F. Next one is 737072, 696E67, 636F6C, and lastly, we have 6C6162. So we have 6 different codes here. So let's get back to our translator. I do have it. So let's just see let's get rid of the binary that we had in here, and does this translate to anything? So that proved fruitless. But what I did find is a ASCII hex binary decimal base converter, just kind of does all of that. So I thought we would copy and paste all of these values in and see what we get. And we get u.nu/springcollab. All right. Well, that actually worked pretty well. Let's go there. So clicking on this link redirects us to a new page, and we can see the ciphertext, see keys. I guess I should probably save my own copy so that we can mess around with this. And enter the key. And it links us to... This just looks like a style ground, but I mean, maybe not even a style ground. What is this? Is this from a map? What map is this from? You know what this kind of reminds me of, but let's check out the hint really quick. Let's move that in. Which maps are made of rectangles? Got an idea. Look familiar? All right, let's take a look again at the picture. This is gonna be tough, I think. Spot that's got almost like a U shape right there. So going back and looking at the picture that's on your screen right now, there are 3 areas that are highlighted in green. Let's turn on our binoculars. And I'll just get a quick screenshot of that spot, that spot, that spot right there. All right, so I am just like, I'm looking at this like, what the heck am I supposed to be even doing here? I was looking up again at just the key that we have. So this file name, actually, you know what? Let's check this out. The file name is oddly long, and this puzzle's pretty big brain. So let's go back to our converter. We were working with hex, weren't we? Right, I don't need anything else. Writing system for the blind, which means that this is going to be in Braille somewhere. Okay, so let's download a Braille Alphabet really quick. This one looks like it's probably the easiest to read because it's just right dead center in the bottom. So let's just fill these spots and pretend that those are the letters. So we would have K right there. Those 2 dots are E, and that's like that is a Y. Okay. We are making progress. Oh my God, thank you. Okay, that works. Next one that we have to look at. You know what, that looks like it's not that far to the right. So, okay, well if the G is solid and it's empty down below. So if we go right next to it, we have this. Okay, so let me just G. This ... Is it anything? Oh, it's a U, and that is a number 2 or a letter. It would letter B. So we'll go B because that would make sense. Bug, but it could be the number 2. That's either the number 5 or the letter E. is the letter L. Okay. Le bug. Is that it? Is it le bug? Oh, let's keep going. T. Another T, I think, right? And that's a U, C, or the number 3. Just in case. Then we've got those two, which is an S. That's Guttalbug, and that's A. Is there like a Scuttlebug? A Scuttlebug? That's F. Fast Scuttlebug. That's something, so that's cool. So key, this was something small. I bet you it's just something basic. Well, I mean, if it starts here, it could be IS. I mean, it could be Scuttlebug, but I don't even know what Scuttlebug is, or Scuttlebug. Let's try it out. We also have some numbers too in case it gets weird. Okay, so we are going to input the new key there, and let's go. Key is Guttalbug. All right, so that code just didn't translate anywhere. But we can export this as a link, and we have a Google Drive folder called Endgame. Interesting. In here we have a torn page .png. Let's just save that and open it. BRB. All right, so it looks like we've got some Rednut Elpmet. There's an archive key. All right, to make this a little bit easier, I've kind of expanded a bit on this just to kind of see what we see and see what we recognize and try to, I guess, write it out. So this character I do recognize. That is the letter E. This is also the letter E. This piece here corresponds to the letter H. It's going to look like a hostage letter in iamdadbod font. And the archive key, I assume, has to do with the zip that is sitting in this endgame folder. I'd really love to see what's inside of that. I didn't notice it before, but actually over here in the top corner, the letter C has this symbol, and that is what is right here. That is the letter C. This symbol here looks like an L. Let's make it a capital. I should probably have caps lock on just so I don't get messed up. This is a T. So we have a little bit of something here. I mean, those hieroglyphs are from Lethargic Doggo's map. Oh, I'm also an idiot because looking at this, so we can see, if we look at this backwards, THUNDER, Thunder Temple. Thunder Temple, it's Lethargic Doggo's map. Okay, that's where we gotta look. So let's go to the Thunder Temple. Here we go. So I am going to, I forget where the heck I saw these. I'm just gonna kind of skip around a bit and go until I see something. All right, there's our first one. Let's grab a screenshot of that. I don't think that there's anything. Oh, no, there is. Sweet. Let's go. Let's go. And there we do have something. All right, let's put all these in and see what we've got. Okay, let's see if we can gather any information from this. So instantly I see the letter, so I see the letter E. I see the letter 1, 2, 3, 4, N. Letter there is not in the key, right? No. So I see that, which is also not in. And then this looks like a little X, but I'm not seeing that really at all either. But this is an E. No, that's a T. That's a T. This is a T. Then we have two E's. Then this is an R. This is an H, and that's a T. So looking now at this, the first thing said Thunder Temple backwards. This is our first clue right here, and this, you know, if we kind of follow this, this looks like 3, so we can say that this symbol here is an O. 1, this is probably 2, and since if that's an O, this is an O. 2, 3. So we would expect, obviously. So if we work with that, let's get back to our archive key and see how many more we found. So the letter O is, if we're looking at this backwards, there's W. So if that's an A, this is Mara was here. I mean, what else would that be? Let's operate as if that's an A, though. All right, this one, it's a little bit smaller. All right, so I recognize 1, 2, 3, 4. So N, it's like a T, E, E, and so it looks like there's spacing there. So maybe they're 2 different words. So D-U-N, done, dunked, get dunked on. No way. That better not be get dunked on. All right, hold on. So if we get dunked on. Okay, so let's pretend that that's a G and that's a K. So if that's the case, this would be a G. Yes, this would be a K. Didn't add this. Okay, so if this isn't, if that is an A, gasket. Is that everything? Gasket, Fleer, Hacks, Cam. Let's try it out. Now I assume that this is probably lowercase. So, gasket. Yo, let's go. Also, shout out to WinRAR for never actually stopping you from using this. I've been using WinRAR for like 20 years. And they're like, please buy us. And I'm like, but it's always free. All right, this opens up a text document called The Hunt. Let's see what it's all about. Oh, no way. So we have a Sudoku puzzle? Oh, here we go. Final URL. Yes, you have to replace the question mark with the entire Sudoku puzzle. Okay, let's get started. All right, so we'll start with the first line. Number of playable rooms in Electrified Resort. Let's go get it. So Electrified Resort by Bonicle. It's easy enough. F6. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rooms. But a couple filler rooms. So yeah, oh yeah, playable rooms. I'm dumb. So playable rooms are 9. So if that is, oops. So then we'll go with 9. All right, number of maps made by Bissy, that's easy, that is 5. So anything labeled B is gonna go in as a 5. Number of mini hearts in Olden Tower runes, and there's just 1. That's a trick question. Date of DadBod's Speedberry reveal video. Well, that's very easy. We can just swing over to the official iamdadbod YouTube channel. Subscribe now. And let's Control F. Speedberry. Okay. Look at that goober. May 6th, 2020. Let's keep it going. Number of Kevin-themed maps. Do you know the answer? And for time's sake, we're actually not going to go through and double check all these. We'll talk maybe a little bit about them, but I don't want to keep you here forever. There are 2. Distance in tiles between solid red lines in gyms. I have no clue. Okay, I checked. It is 8 tiles. Number of gold/silver berries minus bobdoles, because, come on, that's just mean. There are 92. Number of expert maps without an E in their title. Not as many as you would think. 4. Mobius Temple gold time, minutes and seconds. 2 minutes, 4 seconds. Number of beginner and grandmaster maps not including Heartsides. And that answer is 31. Number of maps with a broken meter, sub-difficulty rating. Well, that is technically 2, though. So the other thing that I was thinking about in this zip, there's a limerick. There's something that you ought to know. The tome was made for 1.0. When solving that trial, you'll exclude 1 dial since it wasn't like that before. So I think I have an idea of that because you'll exclude 1 dial since it wasn't like that before. Canadian's map got an update in their Grandmaster where their dial changed, like the difficulty meter. I know it's 2, however, in the limerick, it mentions -1, so the jury's going to be out on that because it could be either... No, it can't be because this is Sudoku. There's a 2 here, so a 2 can't go there. It has to be 1. I love Sudoku puzzles, by the way. Number of sci-fi tiles in the heart room of Gem Garden. Oh, God. All right, the answer is 9. Number of rainbow berries. That should be an easy one, right? Yes, 5. 1 for each chapter. GG. For those of you playing at home, number of Spriter captains in the museum. Did you even go to the museum yet? You didn't. Shame. Go there now. Actually, after this video, go there. Answer is 2. Shout out to Flagpole 1UP and Maildrop Folder. Awesome spriting captains. Number of words in the longest map name. That answer would be 7. Madalena Jones and the Temple of Zoom. Total number of red berries in the collab. -3 because Maddie got hungry. And we needed it to work for the Sudoku puzzle, which is 176. 176. Digital root. Oh yeah, this one was a thing I'm just gonna... All right, the answer is 8. All right, well, I have a Sudoku puzzle to solve. I will be back momentarily, and then we will take the next step. Let's go. Oh. That took way longer than I thought it was gonna take. That was a really good puzzle. And now we have to enter the URL. So, okay, let's plug it in and see what our next clue is. MP3 file downloaded. Oh, no. Here we go. All right, so what is that sound? It sounds maybe to the layperson like Morse code again. So I'm gonna, I guess, listen to that and try to come up with something. And I'm not very good with that, so we'll see how that works, and I will be right back. So after listening to that a whole bunch of times, I came up with nothing a couple times because I'm really bad at reading Morse code. After I got some corrections, it took us to this particular link, and I'm about to upload this file into here and see what happens. What? Claim your prize at the place where it began. You've got to be kidding me. All right, we have to play that again because that's what. Okay, there was something more here. That's a dash code again. Is there a dash code again? Let's do it. All right, let's watch that again, but take note of the dash inputs. This is gonna be rough. Upright. I'm going to watch it a couple more times and try to take this down, and then we're going to do a couple attempts and see what we can find. All right, we are back where it all began. I had to watch that thing a whole bunch of times, but I think I got the right inputs. If I am correct, they should look like this. Upright. Right. Down. Up. Left. Down. Left. Up, right, down, left, up, down, right, down. But nothing's happening. So I have to go watch it again. It circles around, and I didn't know what that meant at first, but maybe you do it again. Let's double those inputs that circled around, which were the first and last inputs. All right. So upright, we'll go upright, right, down, up, left, up, right, down, left, up, down, right, down. Oh, that is so cool. What a ride. You know what's crazy about this? Like, I knew that they were working on something. I didn't know actually what it was. And that's so darn cool. So let's get in. Let's go. Let's finish this up, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope that you know, you're watching this video after maybe you found out for yourself, but I hope you did enjoy. This was certainly fun. I loved the hunt. Let's finish this right. Until next time, have a great night.